You live this life, I walk this road, and you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's going on, Fleece?
Hey, it is what it is.
Is that right? How's your week going so far?
Man, my week is how I make it.
That's right.
And I made it good, so it was good. That's how I wanted it to be. And that's how I wish it to continue to be, is good. I learned something about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was with somebody the other day, and the guy wanted me to talk to his wife. He's been in prison, and she wants to know if he messed around. Apparently, she think he is, based on her watching my videos. I have only this to say. The people that watch my videos is about me. It ain't about your husband, your boyfriend, or your brother, or your uncle. It's about me and what I witnessed when I was in penitentiary. You know, the booty, the harness for booty. You know, I mean, think straight. I'm just telling you, 90-80% of the people that was in prison when I was in there was gay. You know, including me. So, I'm not trying to point the finger at everybody. You know, I can admit to what I done when I was in there. You know, I'm a man about it. You know, I don't do that stuff no more. But I ain't have nobody to answer to. My situation's a lot different because I don't have kids, no family, just me. So really, I can do what I want to do, who I got to answer to. You know, you got certain things that changes people. And like I got people that been in the street life, and soon they woman had a baby, it changed his perspective on life. He's like, man, I gotta slow down, man. I got a baby on the way now. You know, and I'm not gonna end up in prison where if he never had that baby, he wouldn't have cared, right? Because he only had him as his own responsibility. It's different when you got other responsibilities. Now, you got people though, out, if you think your man is messed around, I mean, don't base it on what I say. Base it on facts. Cause I'm some serious things to put on somebody. You know, especially somebody that is straight, you know. You don't want to say a straight man is gay when he's not. You know, that's just like saying somebody's a rat and he's not a rat. You know, when you go to put certain names on people, you usually base it on facts, not on assumptions or somebody's opinion. Base it on real facts. If you ain't got real facts, as far as you concerned, it never happened. You gotta take him at his word. You know, so if you ain't got that trust in you of him, then y'all don't need to be together anyway. You know, but I want to stress this though, it's a lot of ladies that ain't being true about them. Yeah. What I see out here in the streets, you know, from the 80% of the gay I seen in prison, what I see out here in the streets is in ladies, I see 80% of the ladies out here has touched each other. I've been touched. I had some sort of gay experience with another woman. But you know what gets me is that y'all the first one that points the finger at a man. Oh, he's gay. I wonder if he's gay. You know, but what about you? You know, what about ladies out here? Y'all, it's more acceptable for a woman being gay than it is for a man. Why is that? Ladies get a pat on the back or really a big hug. Two ladies loving up on each other. That's supposed to be hot. No. And as a guy, that too is an abomination. And since I'm on that subject, I want to say this though, because I don't want to mislead nobody. Before the end, they said one of the main signs coming towards the end of the world is the abomination that makes desolate. You know, an abomination that causes widespread desolation. You know, destruction. They said when you able to see this abomination on a high level like worldwide, destruction will follow. It's being cooked up. It's going to bring about destruction. Now, you don't have to believe nothing I say, but if you even believe in the Bible, some people don't, and that's good. But the Bible said the abomination, the only abomination that I remember in the Bible being spoken as an abomination is homosexuality.
That's the only thing.
That's the only abomination I remember the Bible speaking that is an abomination to God. Out of all the sins that people can commit, other than the kid with the kids.
How's suicide looked at?
Well, I heard people say suicide's a sin, but I never read it in the Bible. Only thing I read was the guy that portrayed Jesus, Judas. See, Judas hung with Jesus 3 years, while Jesus was preaching for 3 years. And for that whole 3 years, everybody saw him as a brother, a follower of the Lord. With them day in, day out. And Jesus told them on that last day, one of y'all gonna betray me. And they looked at each other like, come on, man, one of us? He said, yeah, one of y'all. And when he said, whoever I hand this to when I dip it, that's who it is. As soon Judas touched it, the scripture was like immediately, Satan entered him. So now he ain't talking to Judas no more. He's talking to the devil through him. And he told him, whatever you getting ready to do, you better hurry up and do it. So after they came and arrested Jesus, then the devil left Judas. Now he's right back as Judas. When he knew what he done, he went and hung himself. You know, now, all this is deep. A lot of y'all ain't ready for all that, so I'm not going to go deep on it, but I'm going to say this, though. The abomination, when it happened in the days of Abraham, at cities Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities around it. You know, that'd be like Louisville, Lexington, Kentucky, Paducah, and Bowling Green. All the cities surrounding it. the men's was gay. They didn't even want a woman. Man told him, I got 2 daughters that is virgins. Take him. Don't try to rape these 2 men, right? They didn't want the daughter. They say they surrounded the house. It was so, the gay thing was so, they were so gay back then that if you walk in that city as a straight man, you gonna come out a gay man. It's just, they'll gang you, hold you down, rape you, all that. But they didn't know that the 2 men that come in the city was angels sent by God to destroy all that. And they was blind to that. And that's what happened. But they called that an abomination. A guy, and why would he call it an abomination? Do I think it's an abomination? I done been gay. Do I think being gay, do I think it's a sin? Without God being involved, without the Bible, without Jesus, without even hearing of all that, how would I look at it? I would have to look at it as something that is not meant to be. Man with man, woman with woman. I mean, I'm just truthful with it. But I did it. Out of desire, out of weakness, out of having nothing else to do, to go to. Hell. Out of comfort of some pleasure in a painful situation that prison brings upon people. People seek relief from pain, some sort of pleasure. We can't get high. Maybe we can have sex. Maybe we can do something that'll put a little joy in our heart, right? Pumping each other in the butt. So, in prison, they call that looking out.
They call it looking out.
Call it looking out, man. Me and you friends, I done been locked up a long time. You been on the street. I know your mama and all of them. You come to prison. I done already been locked up 11 years. Yeah. Every time I get up, I'm hard. My balls is burning, man. I expect you to look out, man. I don't want to hear all this stuff about the streets, what's going on. Oh, yeah, there was so-and-so got a business on Broadway and put up a business. I don't want to hear all that. I want you to look out. Feel for me, man. Feel my pain, man. I need some.
But he's straight, so why he gonna look out?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Look out for me.
Oh shit, ain't nobody just gonna do that.
Yeah, they do it.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, friends look out for friends, bro.
They must already be on that.
You got people in why you think we do each other hair? Put lotion on each other's chest and back? We look out. You know, prison is about looking out. So, we get on the streets, we act like we don't know each other. You know, there's a man that put lotion on my chest. What's up, bro? Who's this? Oh, it's my girl. And she looking in my eyes, man, she already know who I am. Trying to see if I'm gonna make a connection with him through my eyes at him. Cause she knows a lot of men put lotion on me. All through my legs, rub them out through my buttocks and stuff, my feet. You know, they did me like that. But I see a lot of them out here on the streets. You know, I mean, even though it's been like 8 or 9 years since he touched me everywhere, he got him a bomb lady with him. One of them had 2 girls. He said, "What's up, my nigga?" I put that lost look in my ass, right? Like, I went like, "Get on it." And he said, "Man, come on, man." I said, "Come on, man, what?" He said, "How you doing?" He said, "Hey," he said, "let me talk to him." He said, "How you doing? You doing good out here?" I said, he gave me some money. I got to keep my mouth shut. I run into all kinds of people, and I'm wondering, what's the problem? Don't people understand what prison is all about? And all these young guys getting locked up. Let me tell you something. Prison is jumping up and down with joy. They waiting. Look, man, when there's an explosion of young people coming to prison, all them old timers in there, they know they gonna get them a wife. They gonna find a real good young wife. They don't want nobody real old.
Young wife, huh?
A young one.
That's a man, a wife.
Yeah, they gonna make him a wife. And they ain't gonna play with you. You know, I remember this one guy, he said, "I'll never be a rat. Never." He said, "Man, the only good rat is a dead rat. I hate rats. Man, I would kill a rat without, you wouldn't even have to pay me. I'll pay you to let me kill him." That type. Come to prison. One of them guys being locked up, it was Big Vince. Big Vince, that's all he does, lift weights. Lifting weights hard. Chest out her arms like that. He don't masturbate or nothing. He's waiting on a wife. 15 years he done held all that juice up in his balls, right? And then here come Mr. I hate a rat. I hate a rat. I'll kill a rat. I'll never be a rat. Big Vince grabbed him by the throat with 2 hands, picked him up and stuck him up on this thing like that. Backwards. He was throwing elbows and stuff. That wasn't meaning nothing. Big Vince had his cock already out, pointing straight up in there. Get ready to set him right on it. Guard walked through. Say, "Hey." He sat dude down. Dude was breathing. Guard said, "Is there a problem?" So Big Vince said, "No, sir, officer. There's no problem." So he looked at dude. "Is there a problem?" You know what he said? He looked down at Big Vince's cock that was still out. The guard said, "Why is your cock out of your pants?" He said, "It just popped out, sir. Officer, I'll put it back in. I don't know why it popped out." So he looked at dude and said, "Is there a problem?" Dude said, "Yeah, I'm a rat. He tried to rape me."
Wow.
Now, you know the worst thing, yeah. You cut it off? The worst thing you be called in there is a rat. In the penitentiary, you'll have everybody in prison wanting to kill you. But this dude here, he made it point blank. "I will be a rat before I let you stick your cock up my butt. Ain't no beat me to death, ain't no shoot me or nothing. I will rat on everybody in here before I let you cock me like that."
So what happened? What happened to him?
Man, they put dude in the hole on the investigation.
Who, Vince?
Big Vince.
He said, "I hope you had her when I get out of the hole, boy."
Dude was like, "Whatever. I'll be waiting on you when you get out." And he told everybody. He said, "I'm not a rat. But I tell you what, I'll become a rat before I let anybody in here stick their thing up my butt. I'll rat on every one of you. But if one of y'all want to fight me, I'll fight you. I'll fight you hands up any day, anytime. And I'm not going to check off the walk. I'm ready to fight this whole penitentiary. But before, and I die an honorable death. He said, but I ain't going to die with nobody's cock stuck up my butt. Everybody felt that. They said, all right, man. They respected him. And then when Big Vince got out, he was waiting on Big Vince. Hit Big Vince in the head with a big steel thing, bust his head open, and stabbed him and everything, and made him stay off the yard. But I'm telling you, you got to fight for your booty, man. But here's the thing about it that gets me. After he done did all this, made all this demonstration, 2 years later, I walked past him sucking one.
The same guy?
The same guy. Now he is sucking one. So, I seen people can dunk the basketball like under their legs, around their back, over their head and dunk. And get through, go in the bathroom, suck one real quick, drinking, run back on the court, wipe his mouth, shoot his jumper. Everybody's like, who's there? You cold? He said, I know it, baby. And when he get done, go spread his cheek, get his butt cheek. I mean, it's his prison. So, excuse me, but I understand we got people in society claiming prison is bad because they have gay sex. I mean, what do y'all do out here in society? I'm out here in your society. What do I see? I see y'all doing more out of here than they do in prison. So it is. But I'm telling you what, though. If you go to the prison, now you can get by in jail. You might have a couple of fights in jail. In prison, well, you got people doing time. Them being locked up over 15, 20 years, 30. Waiting. They know they ain't gonna never get out. They got everything they want in prison. Good job, everything. All the food they want. Music, entertainment, PlayStations. They just ain't got a wife. And then, you young guys, man, here's what gets me. Y'all act like y'all don't know this. Maybe some of y'all maybe want to go to prison. You know, maybe that's where you want to go let your hair down. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Because I got contact from people in prison I'm still in contact with. The last thing he said, man, tell me does an explosion on young people on their way in. I said, it is. Now that's all over the yard, man. Everybody is getting shape-ups and hair trim. They gonna get, one of y'all gonna be their wife. One of y'all gonna be somebody's wife in prison. You gonna look out. You know, on the lookout tip, you don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to, you know, come out as a girl. Just look out. You know, give me some head, I give you some. You know, we do each other. That's looking out, man. You know, I love you, baby. Love you, boy. You know, that stuff. So, it goes in the Bible when God first created man. He didn't create the woman at the time he created man first. And he looked down on him and said, it's not good that a man should be alone. So I'm going to make him a helper, a woman. And took the rib from the man to make the woman. The reason he took the rib is so that a man always feel incomplete unless he had that missing part of it, the woman that God took from him to make her. Now, man wasn't made for the woman, but woman for the man. That's what the Bible said. And that's how it should stand. We got ladies nowadays that apparently don't appreciate the man no more. They want to be the man and the woman, be the boss, be rebellious, be disobedient to their husband, be all the things contrary to what the Bible teaches. Can I get one of them? And I know the churches ain't teaching it. They ain't teaching. Why are they not teaching people? When Jesus got through with his disciples, he said, now go into the world and teach what I taught you. Do what I told you. He took 12 people and sent them out. And we can see the results of it. But here's what I don't understand. We got hundreds of thousands of churches. People go in every week, come out. I don't hear none of the preachers telling them what to do when they get out. Why don't y'all go out there and feed somebody? How many churches tell you that? Well, I won't tell my congregation. There's a lot of people out there ain't got nothing. If you got more than you should, go help somebody. They don't tell them that. When they go to church, they ride past homeless people. When they go home, they ride past them. Tell you what, though. I'm going to get back to this thing called booty. I admitted that I had gay sex. Admit it. I tell anybody. And at the time I did, I liked it. Yeah, I did. Oh, man. But when you learn the truth that this ain't what God created you to be doing, you got a choice. You can keep doing it or you can stop. I chose to stop. But I care less what a person thinks. And I think it's wrong for men to get in a relationship and not let their woman know the things they done in their life. That's misleading and it's wrong. I'm honest. I tell a woman straight up. Yeah, I have. If you don't want a relationship with me, I'm fine with that because I don't want a relationship with somebody that don't want one with me. I mean, why would I want that? Why would I want a relationship with somebody that don't want one with me? Now, that don't make sense. When somebody say they don't want to be with me, I say like, thank you. But if you want to know about me, I'll tell you about me, everything you need to know about me. I had gay sex. Liked it too. That was the only sex I knew because I growed up in the penitentiary as a child. There's no excuse though. Whew. Yeah, I think about it sometimes. Well, that booty was good, boy. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing like it, man. Real good, tight booty. Especially somebody that can take it. Can just throw it back at you. Throw it back. Buns bouncing. All this stuff. And Whew. I went through that imprisonment stuff, man. And so I'm out here in society now. And I ain't gonna lie. I done had sex out here with women that they stuff wasn't as good as at booty, man. I mean, it's the fact that you inside of a woman that's supposed to be, you know, you got some ladies, I guess, I don't know. They stuff just ain't juicy. It's dry. They can't, you got a lot of these girls got these big butts, can't even take one in the butt. Can't even take a big one up inside of they stuff. But booty, I don't know, man. You know, I got married, and so that put restraints on me. But I ain't gonna lie, though. If I wasn't married and I was still single, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know if I would want some booty out of her, man. I want y'all to pray for me if you can, because how do you, man, it's like a big disconnection, man. I mean, I'm out here, you know, I got in prison. You don't have to, you know, you can give somebody some noodles, man. Some noodles. I can give you 3-4 noodles for some booty, man. A couple bags of chips and some pop. 2-3 cans, can pop, about six pack. If you all that, give you a 6-pack of pop, case of noodles, and a couple bags of chips. I can get my salad tossed. All that. And so I'm just saying, man, yeah, I'm in a society and I've been trying to figure out man, this society is hard to figure out. I tell you this though, I'm gonna do what I do, say what I wanna say, live how I wish to live, and I don't care what you, nobody else think about it. Alright? I'm gonna tell you something that happened. See, prison is like got their own little society. And they pretty much try to run it halfway like things is ran out here in the streets. Like if we get a job in prison, we gotta fill out an application. We gotta go to a hospital, we gotta put in for an appointment. And all that stuff. So it's a lot of process like they do out here in the streets. And like 5 cell houses called the ghetto. That's what they, you know, like the projects of the prison. 6 cell houses like the suburbs. That's what other people, and 4 cell houses where the middle class, the rich inmates live. But to live in 4 cell house, you got to have a year clear conduct, good behavior. I couldn't go a week without getting a write-off. But I ended up in for sale house.
How was that? If you couldn't go a week,
I had connection. And you know, they got corrupt goals like they got corrupt everybody all over the place.
Mm.
You got people that don't go by the rules, just like they do in politics now. Nobody go by nothing. Your own rules. So when I went over there was them guards over there is racist. These white inmates over there, a lot of them is racist. That's why they go over because they don't want to be around blacks. They had a black inmate over. He was having sex with these white boys, the white sisters. More or less like blacks do out here with the white girls. All the black men run for the white girls in prison. They run for the white boys. They do that same stuff in her. And look at them like they eat their butt, give them head, suck them, kiss them, die for them. So they didn't like him over there. Cause his white sissy, he looked just like a woman. Everybody wanted him, but he's with this black dude. The guard over there set him up to get killed by these white boys. For Sellout got a basement that is almost like a dungeon. They got big rats and stuff down there too. But they got the black dude down there. Opened his door. He was living down there. They opened his door. And when he came out, his door shut. These white dudes, I was over. But I'm locked in my cell. I said, hey, bruh, look out. Too late. They done already stabbed him. They stabbed him and stabbed him and stabbed him and stabbed him. Told me you could be next. I took it as a threat. I ain't say nothing. I moved away from the door.
You were scared?
No, I wasn't scared. I was angry. At that time, it ain't good to threaten me. You threaten me, you got a war coming. I'm gonna fight you. One of us, we ain't gonna be able to, that's how I managed to survive. And the guard that was behind it came and told them inmates what to do, how to clean up all that stuff, how to get their, make sure they didn't leave no DNA or nothing, right?
No evidence.
Yeah, and they pointed up at my cell. And the guard looked right at me, I looked right at him.
Oh, so they was telling you that they need to get rid of you.
Yeah, they were telling him that, he witnessed it.
Mm.
So,
you still wasn't scared?
No, I wasn't scared. I went on and made me a weapon. When my door opened, I said, I'm not going to wait for nobody to set me up. You know, they going to play it off like, hey, man, you cool, just don't say nothing. Nah, I ain't going for that. You made a threat and you pointed at me. And soon they opened my door for dinner time and opened their door. I went to war, man. I bust 3 of them's head. I had to took my toilet and broke it, porcelain. Wrapped a sheet 4 times, put that portion in there, tied it, put something down here like that. Well, I have like a hammer. And man, it was like a hammer. I was splitting them.
What, both of them?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Oh, 3 of them. You fought three men just killed somebody.
Yeah, I did.
You making up stuff now.
Hey man, hey, you know, sometimes I hate to talk about my past because it seems like, yeah, I'm making shit up, right? Because I'm telling you what, I won so many battles. I did so many things. I knocked whole walls down in prison. People said, man, you made it up. I told whole toilets off the wall, bolted to the wall, from the floor.
No, we proven that.
No, But everybody said I was making all this up, right? They thought I made it up when I went to prison as a child until they seen the newspaper article.
Mm-hmm.
Me making over 80 goals in my 40 years, quit their job, people thought was a lie. It's on paper.
It's documented.
It's documented. So I really don't even like talking about me because I've been through some stuff that look like a made up story, right? But nothing is made up. And if you ever, you look, that's my book.
Go get the book off Amazon.
Get this book off of Amazon. This is the first book. I got 3. I'm putting a little here, a whole lot in the next one. And then the last one, oh man, it's gonna blow your mind. And all my stuff is documented. You know, I'm just giving you a little. So, I seen guards set inmates up to get killed. I remember Brenda Henderson, the black dude that was messing with her. The guard set him up to get stabbed and killed on the yard because he's black and she's white. I seen a whole lot of stuff in prison. The same, I mean, it's just corrupt. Your country is corrupt. Your laws is good, but the people in office to enforce them is corrupt. They don't go by the law. They go against their own law, try to make a law unto themselves. I done seen all of this is so I'm out here in society and really I don't care who win the president, Biden, Trump. It don't matter to me, cause I'm gonna fight for my rights. And I'm gonna survive using whatever methods I gotta use to survive, just like I did in prison. So, that's my message to y'all. You know, before I got out of prison, I used to have a fantasy. Cause you remember I told you I went in prison as a child, never had a girlfriend, never kissed a girl, never had a wife, never had none of that. I sat back in prison listening to people come in to talk about relationships. I watch TV and see how it's done on TV, in the movies. I get out of prison. I want to know why almost in every relationship I see out here in the streets between a man and a woman, a woman and woman, a woman and a man and man, I done seen all of them relationships out here. They argue, they fuss, and they go at each other. I don't understand why it is so. Why you can't find somebody out here that is on the same page? Somebody you get along with? Somebody that ain't gonna try to rob you of your freedom? You know, God didn't appoint nobody to be a God to me out here. I have only one God. You got people out there trying to run each other's lives, ruin each other's lives, hurt each other. I don't know why. I'm telling you what my mind is at. I get high. I tell you I do. I smoke weed. And sex. And if I can't get it from a woman, I don't mess with no men out here. And if it gets built up, yeah, I might go in a room and do what I did in prison, masturbate. That's one thing we learned in prison to do. And that's something that we bring out of prison with us. We still do it out here. Everybody I know been in prison still jack off at times.
How would you know that they still do
I know
that?
they do. 'Cause I do at times. I'm stronger than all of them. I was the strongest that went through prison. I became strong in prison. I went in prison weak and became strong through experience and battles, learning and education. And now I'm out here with y'all, and I'm not gonna let nobody in society judge me. People out here always trying to get in somebody's life to judge them, dissect them, go back in your past, find out something about you, persecute you on it. I don't care. As much as they try to make my name a curse, I fought so good in prison. I fought battles that's so memorable that there's nothing nobody can do to smear my name. A warrior is what I was, and a warrior is what I still am. I can sit here and tell you about a lot of disgusting stuff I did in my life, and you would still have respect for me. I don't know why, but yeah. That's it. I love y'all, man. And here's what I want y'all to do. Stay strong. I know what y'all facing. I want all the men to remember, you don't want to go to prison. They in there waiting on a wife. They waiting on a wife. I'm telling you. They waiting on somebody to be their wife. And they want them young. So if you want to be somebody's wife, go get in trouble and go to prison. You think I'm playing? They waiting on a wife. You know, they ready. This is the time. This is the 15 year. You know, every 15 years they go back 15 years and hold it. Hold it in them for 15 years. Won't touch themselves or nothing. These is guys that ain't never getting out of prison. And when they look in the news and see all you young people coming, They ain't worrying about who you shot, man, because you ain't going to have a gun in there. A knife or nothing. They going to put you in a cell with one of these big old, and when they get on top of you and get you down, there's nothing you can do. You can't whoop them. If you hit one of them, you be turning them on. They freaks. Hitting one of them makes them hard. Makes them get sexually aroused. The only thing that hurts them is if you cut their throat, you'll never get that opportunity. They gonna grab you, you can bite them or whatever and turn them on. And when they get you on that bed and pull your stuff down, and then when they get it in you, it's over, man. You his wife. And he gonna get you there every day. So, I'm just telling you, I don't want to go through all that no more. Even though I'm 66, man, they'll still take me down. If I left that door open.
I thought they want them young.
Man, they'll take, yeah, they prefer them young, but they'll take anybody. They don't care if you big, fat, hairy. Prison, booty, like I said, is more important than water, man. They don't care about how bricked up you are. You can be real big and stout, man. That's even better, man. You know, they said if you got an athlete body, that means your stuff is tight. You know, your booty. Inside your booty, your muscles is real tight and can grip them. And but them young boys is real juicy. The ones in their 20s and early 30s, oh man. They love y'all, man. I love you. You know, but I ain't in prison no more. But I see a lot of you going to... Man, I seen one dude was in court. Getting ready to go to prison for murder. Had all this long hair hanging everywhere. I said, oh my God. My wife said, what? I said, oh, nothing. She said, what? What? I said, he's cute. He's going to have problems in prison. And I sat there and thought about it. Yeah. If he had came to my prison, I would have asked for him. I would have said, whoever he is, it's me. I said, come here, bro. Come here. We're going to get this done right now. See, here's what gets people in prison. You go to prison, here's the pressure. Let's say you go to prison with 12 years. They tell you, you go off for parole in 13 months. With clear conduct, you can get out in 13 months. Now, the people in there that want you to stay can give somebody 2 shots of coffee. Say, man, run him in. Dude run up and hit you. You go to the hole, come out. Then if he decides he wants you, he'll fight you. And you come out of the hole, as soon as y'all get out, fight you again. Take you back to the hole. Come out, fight you again. You be like, man, why you fighting me? Why you keep fighting me? I'm trying to go home. And he'll let you know, you're going to be my girl. I'll fight you to the death. Then you got a choice. You can check in, make yourself look bad. I'm scared to come back out.
What, a PC?
Yeah. You can come out and I'm just telling you, what you young guys is getting ready to do, y'all don't even know. Y'all get out there and shoot people and you say, oh man, I killed dude last night. Yeah, I smoked him. Sooner or later, you gonna get caught, bro.
But they grouping up when they get there, right? They joining the squad when they get there.
Boy, let me tell you about the squad you group up with. They want booty. The squads are usually ran by somebody that's in charge of the squad. Usually some gay freak. You know, you come in, you gotta, you know, do what they tell you to do. And then he gonna catch you all by yourself and tell you. Hey, I'm just saying, man, you got friends that set friends up in prison. I could be your friend from a baby, but I've been locked up 9 years, man. My nuts is hot. And you get locked up, and I said, man, move in with me. And then I'm trying to figure out a way to have you, man. Hope you look out. Give me some of that. You know, feel sorry for me. That's how they talk in prison. Man, I hate to hear, man, that you been locked up all this year. Man, if you hate to hear it, man, won't you do something for me? Like what? You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Talking about you hate to hear that I've been locked up 13 years, nigga. Talking about you sorry to hear that. Drop them drawers, nigga. That's how they come at you. You be like, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Nigga, I ain't seen you in 13 years, nigga. Talking about hold up, bro. Nigga, I been there, nigga, my nuts is hot, nigga. Hey, look, man. Next thing you know, y'all fight. And if you lose, he's gonna get up in you. And it don't matter what you do later, he had you. You got his baby up in your butt, man. His baby is in your booty. And so, that's what they call child killers in prison. The ones that drink people up, they say, man, you killing a child when you give him some head, bro. And yeah. So I'm telling y'all this. Y'all can be stupid. Go out here and get your gun. Run with your little game. Let somebody put cables on you. Juice you up to go shoot somebody. And you can think, oh man, I didn't get caught. Oh, you ain't got caught yet. Not yet. You gonna get caught. Watch. And everybody in prison thought they weren't gonna get caught. But now they in killing babies, man. Whenever somebody shoots some sperm up in your butt, that's a baby you got up in you. Ain't no birth control, ain't none of that. They take that so serious.
We'll holler at y'all later. Go get the book, Amazon. Who is Fleece? Who is Fleece Johnson?
Yeah.